Why don't you grab it? Why don't you grab it?
Oh, we started early.
Okay,
Yeah, grab it. Grab it and put it close to your mouth.
I mean, like,
Start chit-chatting into it.
It's Women's Day.
I be on job and I put it on God, they ain't nobody stopping me. Do the thing and it gets done properly. Known for my honesty, not so much for my modesty. What's my policy? No remorse or apology. I am the...
So, hey, welcome to Dudes on Filter. And today we have Lily
Special
here.
guest.
Yeah, so it's two dudes.
Directly
and a
out
girl.
of Germany.
No, she's an Arab. According to the AdSense.
yeah, the accent app.
The AdSense app. Yeah.
Yeah,
Inshallah, Habibi.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, but
Let's
she's
go.
still
Let's get
straight
it
out of
started.
Germany. She's imported.
Imported.
I heard she didn't get to fly with the normal people. She had to be.
She gotta learn how to laugh like millionaires.
And wave like them too.
Yeah, like this.
Hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. See you in the country club.
Yeah, you're super lucky for having me because my schedule.
Oh my God!
is
Oh,
busy.
this starts strong today.
Well, I'm guessing that's how she gets her dates via LinkedIn.
Yeah, like it actually works perfectly.
LinkedIn is better than Tinder, right?
Oh, for sure.
Because they got money.
No, because you
because
can
of this.
filter by CEOs.
Yeah, C-level only.
Yeah,
Exactly.
CEO,
Not all of
CTO,
these
CFO.
We don't want lower.
Well, today we're gonna talk. That's the reason we wanted a woman here because it's International Women's Day.
Actually, I wanted Johnny, but Johnny didn't show.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why.
No.
Yeah,
but
the
I
backup.
want to hear my opinion, honestly.
we're gonna talk about the adult content creators, the OnlyFans and adult websites and all those sites.
Unlock.me.
Unlock.me, tsfans.com.
Yeah.
So there are many things that we can say about these websites, these apps. But
heard they're amazing.
Yeah, some people love them, some people hate them.
Have you ever used
it? No, I have never been a customer, but I have merchants
Yeah.
that has similar
We know,
websites,
we know. You want
and I
the-
have the
you
username
want
and
the-
password.
Yeah, I
so
know,
I can check.
I know.
The thing is, there is a controversy about it. Some people says that it's something pervert, dirty, and some other people they love it, and there is a third group that they don't give a fuck about this.
I'm one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
I don't like. I've seen more. Like,
I don't even know why we're talking
There's
about this.
more
today.
perverted shit out there than
Yep.
OnlyFans for sure.
Of course. Oh my God. Hell yeah. I know.
You know
a
that
few.
I think in Denmark it was 10 years ago.
Meat
Up till then, it was legal to have sex with animals.
Yeah.
People from Germany came to Denmark to have sex with animals because it was still legal.
Zoophilia.
And I think not too long ago in Sweden, it was still legal. I forgot what it was. It was something weird about the eunuch part. It was still part of it. Like if you go less than 50 years back or something in Sweden, the being a eunuch was still something in Sweden.
That was legal in many countries.
Yeah, but it was in Sweden till not too long ago. Just
Jesus
imagine who
Christ.
wants to.
They do it to kids.
I get the Jews for
Because
cutting
they-
the top,
Yeah.
but cutting the bottom.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But they do it because of singers. They do it to singers. So they don't develop the male voice. Never. They get stick with the kids' voice.
We should have asked if she used to be a dude then. Maybe that's why she can get her, voice so high. She used to
Yeah.
have a set, and now it's gone.
Jerry, please.
It used to be Jerry, please.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on the mood, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, like about like OnlyFans, I also have something to say. Of course.
Hey, talk to the
course.
mic, not to the camera.
She wants to have sex with the camera, not the mic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
why not?
Why don't you grab it? Why don't you grab it?
Oh, we started early.
Okay, it's getting
Yeah,
hot.
grab it.
Huh?
Grab it and put it close to your mouth.
I mean, like
Start chit-chatting into it.
if you're
It's
gonna-
Women's Day.
So yeah, if you're gonna follow us, we're gonna see what's gonna happen in the next episode. But like, okay, let's talk about like, OnlyFans. So like, usually it just, as you said, it's two-faced. So the thing is, most of them saying, hey, like OnlyFans sucks, especially like when they're seeing women selling some nudity and so on. But for most of
The mic woman.
for a smart woman, it's really good way to monetize your money quicker.
Maybe we should put a device like a bib, like a little station, so it follows her because she goes towards the camera.
Next time we have guests, we need to get another one of these.
Sure.
So yeah.
No, but OnlyFans is an amazing idea. If you look at it, the guy pulled out $300 million last year in profits.
Exactly.
And I've seen people making up to $40 million a year. It's very select few of them, but still,
So,
40 million.
so for example, if you're gonna take a look from a business perspective, I would say, so like it's all about like branding, networking. So yeah, it's not only like when you're trying to sell yourself, like when you're content moderator or you're some like some Instagram moderator. It's for those who has their own actual brand and they want to expand it. They want to get more followers. Here you go. I mean, like, I love OnlyFans.
OnlyFans business model is so simple. The traffic they get is from the content creators themselves.
Yeah,
so
OnlyFans
they don't
doesn't
have to marketing much.
OnlyFans don't have any kind of SEO.
I know that this guy that I work with, Kim, told me that they actually have certain ways to drag in traffic, but most of it comes from only the OnlyFans creators. You remember when we drove down the highway in LA?
Yes.
That fucking billboard of that girl from OnlyFans?
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing. How you can afford that and why you thought that would be a good idea?
It is.
It might be, but still.
I've seen.
But you're like, oh, titties.
Yes, but those girls in OnlyFans, they make serious money.
I know.
I know
yeah.
a YouTuber in Venezuela that she's famous inside Venezuela. I'm telling you, famous 10 million followers.
10 million?
Yeah,
Wow,
in Latin
that's
America.
impressive.
You have some way.
Yeah, but this girl, the follows, the views from Latin America and Europe are not as expensive as the views from the United States.
Of course.
So the pay-per-view
It's
of
easier.
the advertising,
Makes
something.
sense.
No. They don't.
It doesn't cost a lot
she-
of money, so she doesn't have to spend a lot of money.
No, she don't make moolah. She don't make almost any money from YouTube. It's like
I thought
it's
we were
like
talking about
one.
OnlyFans.
Like if you no. She works in YouTube and she have 5 billboards in Caracas
Oh, wow.
because she wants more followers. And I don't understand if you don't make money from that. But she said the promotions,
The promotions, huh? Okay.
makeup
here we go.
promotions and shit. So
So once in a while, she makes some money.
she makes no. Now she's fucking millionaire, but nowadays, but the promotions is
The
what
promotion,
give her
yeah.
the money. In the case of OnlyFans,
So-
is your content, your body.
Exactly. So like I have like one also like good like story to share. So I have like like she's my closest friends and she was super famous on like on TikTok. She was filming every day like 25 posts and whatever. But the thing is like
25 posts a day?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
fuck my
yes. So the thing is, like, it's really hard. It's really easy to get followers, but it's really hard to get actually money to monetize your content. Then he stepped into OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you a story. So there was like one request from someone, and he said, you know what I need from you? Just one picture. Of course, like you can just wear your clothes. That's doesn't matter for me. But the main thing, what I want you to do, I want you to sit on a loaf of bread and just want to see how you're smashing this, like with your booty. But even if your booty is like wearing clothes, but I still
Booty
want to see
smash.
this. And she said it was it's the easiest money in my life. So she earned 500 for just this. So I'm telling you, sometimes, like they also have like some like really good requests, like, like, hey, I want to hear your voice. Just can you please tell me good morning? I'm going to give you $50.
Yeah, one of our customers has a platform where you can request what
Exact-
you want from the content
Yeah,
creators.
special request.
Yeah. And then they say, I want this for it, and then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Exa-
So like a marketplace, basically, which it is, but it's crazy, like how much money you can make on something that you used to just put on Instagram.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
free.
For free.
For free. Exactly.
And you were hoping for the same thing, likes and engagement.
Yeah,
now
but-
you're
but-
hoping only for
but in
one thing, and
Instagram-
that's money.
In Instagram, you don't have explicit.
But I'm still
Mm-hmm.
thinking people still need both, because with Instagram, TikTok and stuff, you can get advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get that on OnlyFans. On OnlyFans, you make it on the content you sell.
Exactly. So, for example, like when you're going to OnlyFans, like, you know, like it's your first platform that you're working with, it's going to be really hard to start making money. So, for example, if you're a like social media influencer
doesn't
already on Instagram or something.
She doesn't breathe.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
She only breathes in between sessions.
Oh my god. No, but you're talking too fast. Jesus.
No.
But she is like that. You remember the first conversation? Yeah.
Yes.
Go.
Yeah. So.
I will never forget the day I met Lily.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. No, like honestly.
It's always business with Lily.
Yeah.
So like I also like met some girls and they were like, you know, like I don't like to do like my corporate office job, so I'm gonna slide into
Yeah, but I've seen teachers
OnlyFans.
like
Yeah.
when I look at Instagram, they get trashed because they do it because they're teaching young kids. What's the problem? Like they're not exposing them to it.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly, but you know, like we're living in the war like when everybody's judging
PC.
you.
You
So
have
for
to be PC or.
For
you're-
example,
you're
like you know,
trash.
like when you're shy and you're like, oh, I don't want like my
I
family,
think
my
that's a
friends
good way,
knows.
yeah. But if you're shy, you can do it online. You don't have to. You don't have to do a porn movie.
Exactly.
Porn movie, you can't be shy. You can't be like. Ah.
like.
But in OnlyFans, you can just be like, it's just me and a camera.
Yeah, that's true. Porn movies, usually there's many people involved.
Yeah, but it's the
Camera
same
and
thing as
people.
going live. You know, okay, there's people. But if you record it and you put it up, it's not the same.
Will you do an OnlyFans if you...
If you were in a shitty...
right now-
Not even a shitty place. I wouldn't say a shitty place because
No,
then it
not
seems like
shitty
the
place.
last resort.
Yes.
But if you're in a decent position in life, but you want more, would you do an OnlyFans?
So for example, like if I'm gonna have like like my own branding and I'm really good like on Instagram, like TikTok and so on, of course, hell yes. I'm gonna go like strictly, like, straightly and strictly to OnlyFans. But for
How
example,
long? Would it be a long-term goal or a short-term goal?
so it depends on my aims. Like for example, if I want to like keep going and just trying to get like as many people as I have, like more bigger volumes, it's gonna be long term. Because like for example, can you just imagine like you have like your personal Instagram influencer that you like her so much, and then she's saying, hey guys, I have like my OnlyFans.
But just imagine you could technically facilitate the position that OnlyFans would be the monetization, and then you could use it to grow your audience because that money
Exactly.
could go into anywhere from boosting to better equipment to anything like that. And I don't think I love going to strippers. You and me have done it a few times, and I don't have a problem as long as it's legal and they're doing it in the right way. I don't mind throwing money at it. My problem comes when it's not, and of course that's a different situation and this different discussion. But I love strippers. If they want to do it online, go for it.
Yeah.
If they want to do fucking porn, go for it. I wouldn't date one, but if other people, I don't. Go for it. I don't see any problem. It's a job. Like
I
anything
actually
else.
don't like the strippers per se. Most of them are like gross.
They're salespeople, man.
Yes.
Exactly.
I would hire some people from there.
but I like the environment.
Actually, such a good idea.
I would hire some people there.
Yeah.
Imagine getting a really nice, just to have the charisma of a stripper. Like you and me were talking about if we ever do an influencer agency, I would hire a bunch of those. They're beautiful. They know how to move. They know how to attract and lure.
Yep.
That would be good if you just put clothes on them.
Exactly.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit.
So like I was in a conference, so like we have like a lot of different stunts, and
Oh yeah, did you see the video of her dancing with the DJ?
No.
oh, it was fucking amazing. So like the
Yeah,
thing
she was
is like.
dancing, like next to the DJ booth.
So yeah, when a companies they have like a lot of money, of course they're gonna put like a lot of pretty girls and they're gonna dancing with you.
Yeah, but it's the same thing for us.
Yeah, we're
SNS.
doing the same in the icon.
No, but SNS, we're gonna do the same in Cyprus to
Yep.
Oh.
get our brand out there for clothing because our target audience are dudes. What do they look at?
Exactly.
girls.
Exactly. They want to see. They want to look. They want to feel it. So like, it's the best advertisement.
Oh, that's nice equipment.
I will never. That's something curious. But in OnlyFans, I don't use it. I don't follow anybody in there.
No.
But if I do,
But it looks really.
I will follow
slick.
dudes instead of girls, because
Okay. Interesting.
dudes change girls every week. If I follow a girl, I'm stick with only one piece of ass. So with dudes, they change girl every week. So I will see many girls. That's my logic.
Well, in some way it makes sense because. But what if you find a bunch of dudes that like their girls, then it's the same girl also. Then you get the dude also.
No. I will never follow a dude that is
So
always.
you want to like follow an asshole, yeah?
Yes. He wants a lover boy. He wants to follow a lover boy because they change
Yes.
rings,
Yeah.
like it's underwear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Precisely.
No, right now like it
A
makes
fuckboy.
sense. A fuckboy, yeah.
Actually, the thing is that OnlyFans, I was already old when OnlyFans came out, but
Dude,
If-
I think if we got access to the demographics,
If I
you would
had-
still be in the group.
if I have found OnlyFans, I would be creating content
Really?
without any hesitation.
I would always consider it. Money is money.
Yeah.
A job is a job. If you got to pay the bills or you want to achieve something in life, the only problem is
pay the bills or you want to work at McDonald's.
if you don't have any social media or you're not strong at social media, you're not going to make anything on OnlyFans either.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's one of the
You
things.
need to drive your own audience.
But I guess that because I have seen we receive a few applications of OnlyFans models that they have their own websites, and I have seen how they work.
Maybe we should stop
they
calling it
basically-
OnlyFans because it's like free branding.
Yeah.
We should call it
Exactly.
content creator marketplaces.
Yes. They have a Twitter account because in Twitter, in your account, in X, you can upload explicit pictures. It's not forbidden.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
So they drag people from TikTok and Instagram with not that explicit content, but almost explicit, to their Twitter X account, and people can see a sneak peek of the explicit content, and then go to the OnlyFans or the.
So it's a route of something to something
Yes,
to something.
yes,
Exactly.
it's
So you're luring
rerouting,
people, but
rerouting the
isn't it-
traffic.
Guessing it can be good, but the more stops, the more people you lose. You know that
Yes.
also
Yeah,
from
that's
a
true,
checkout
though.
perspective. If you make it too complicated or too long, people will leave.
But they cannot post their OnlyFans profile.
But can't you just cover the
Uh,
nipples and the vajayjay and say, hey,
No, because they cannot paste the URL of OnlyFans
you have to boost it
on Instagram.
But you can't boost it, I'm guessing.
They hide it with those URL mask bullshit sometimes. But even like that, Instagram notice and bans you. TikTok notice, bans you. So they gotta
about
redirect the
it-
traffic to Twitter or
Because you can put the URL there.
yes.
So it's meant to lose
That's the
people
way.
now.
Actually, when we were in the AVN house party last
Can
year,
you just do domain reroute that you build a website and then you go there and then you...
some of them have something like that.
But then you have to be knowledgeable.
Like
That's the
let's say mariaperez.com.
Because X also kicks out a lot of people if you don't have a user account and shit like that. It becomes complicated. I would say if you're strong enough or you know some people with website, you can create your own website and do the reroute from there.
Yeah, they
Because there you
build.
can
Some
share
of them
so
do
much
that,
more.
and
There's
they
no
have just a
problem.
landing page with all their socials and in big the OnlyFans.
It's like the brasser. Like they always build these landing pages so you see some of the best content and you're like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You already have your dick in your hand and you're clicking enter.
Yep. So that's the thing. In the AVN, I was talking to the cam girls and the porn actresses. You remember that Vegas porn actress that sat next to me, and we were
The one that was happy to jump on anything?
Yes.
I remember.
Well, she gave me her Instagram. She have like
I got the Instagram of the dominatrix I missed last year in
Yeah.
January. Well, anyways.
she gave me her Instagram,
Memories.
and she have like 500,000 followers.
Shit.
Oh wow.
And I told her, how do you redirect the traffic from here to OnlyFans? And she said, for that we use Twitter. And I said, Twitter sucks. That shit is for old people. And she said, it's amazing for porn actors and content creators. It's the best. And all of them use Twitter.
Okay.
Actually, they were afraid.
I haven't used Twitter in 10 years.
Yeah,
Like,
me
same
neither.
here.
Actually, they were afraid that when Elon Musk
That it
bought
was gonna
Twitter,
be restricted.
that is gonna be that was gonna restrict the adult content. But I think that the adult content is so big inside Twitter
That they're scared.
that
Like OnlyFans, when they
Yes.
wanted to get mainstream investment, they kicked out all the adult content creators, and
Yep.
then they realized, oh shit, that's all our
Yeah.
all our content.
yes.
Exactly. So, like,
So
they promote
that's the reason
services.
Twitter still.
Interesting.
Yep.
But I also think he needs it at this point. If he loses the adult on top of everything that he done, he might be building something amazing there. But if he loses the adult, if that's true, he's fucked. Then Twitter is-
Threads is hitting hard.
I know. That's why. Plus,
So yeah.
Trump has his little shitty network as well. Truth
Yeah.
Social or whatever it's called.
I don't know. Trump fucked it up the other day, and now Elon is in that circle. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know
Let's
if
see.
content creation is interesting. I would for sure. I don't even think it would be only about the money. I think that's more of a reward, but you really have to be strong with your socials. And
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
Exactly.
That
that's
I suck
for
at.
sure.
Mm.
So I think I would have very limited people going my way. Also, I don't have I got the dad bod.
yeah. But I'm telling you, when I was on my 20s, I was a papacito.
I was before my 30s. It didn't sit.
When you had-
it
when
didn't
you had
sit
hair?
this low. It was more here and not here.
Yeah.
But I would do it for sure. I think it's an amazing idea, and I think it's an amazing way for certain people to make more money. Why not? What's the difference is like they don't go to a strip club, they don't go prostitute themselves. They have a secure environment where they make money because OnlyFans handle the money for them.
Is really secure? Is it really secure? I have seen weird cases online of OnlyFans girls getting kidnapped and shit.
Yeah, there are like some stories about it.
Why, Jerry? Why? Why did you do it?
People
What were you
get
trying to do?
people gets like obsessed with them.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen anyways.
No.
There are creeps everywhere.
I also
Yeah.
have like one story.
That's
like,
true.
You know, like one day, like he likes her so much. Thank you.
It's like you trying to get the girl
And
drunk, so
then-
you
So you're
here.
getting this kind of feelings that like I'm paying for you, then I'm owning you.
Yeah. That's
And like some of them, they're also falling in love. Like you're my girlfriend right
I
now,
know.
so blah blah blah.
But a
And
lot of the girls also thrive from it because they make a lot of money on that.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, here we go. So like the thing is like it's exactly for the strong people, especially for a strong woman. So if you know like how to work with that sort of content, oh Jesus, you can go wild on this part. If you're a girl, like like you are really getting freaky because of this kind of sort of request, then it's not for you for sure. Just go make some like like beautiful Instagram posts and that's your life. But like if you're ready for something, like
I have a question for you.
Sure.
What should a girl think about before joining OnlyFans? What do you think they should think about the repercussions of signing up?
so for example, if the first thought is money.
No, I'm saying what should they think about? Like
Yeah,
what should
because-
they have in the back of their head, the information they need to know before they sign up?
Oh,
so
I
they
will
know-
open an OnlyFans. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
millionaire.
and
And
you
No,
then-
don't think about
it's
the
not gonna
repercussion
work
of the
like
creeps.
this.
You don't, the exposure. You might lose your job and shit like that. What do you think they should think about before they do it, outside of the money?
Oh, of course.
Because the money is obvious.
I'm just gonna bring you two examples of girls. The first girl, she's working in the office and she really looking for money, and she was like, hey, like if I'm gonna post my body, I'm gonna get this. So and she's not actually thinking about like what like this sort of job can lead to.
Just imagine going to the beach. We get it for free.
Oh.
No.
I know that it's not with the, but there are nudies, bitch.
Ah,
Beaches, but
Yes,
it's usually
there
dudes.
are like
It's
a lot.
dudes.
It's used most of the
It's
time.
old nasty dudes, saggy balls and whatnot. Anyways, continue.
So yeah, sure. So if she looking also like only in this perspective, of course, trust me, she's gonna be scary because like there are a lot of situations might happen that you need to be ready, and you need to think about it. Like for example, if I'm gonna step into and jump into right now, and then next day I'm gonna have like a lot of people coming to my home or whatever, just sending some like rude messages, whatever, and I'm not ready for this, so I'm start
Shouldn't share any
crying,
personal information
calling
for
my
sure.
mom and whatever. So
Hey, that's true. Just imagine your family finds you there.
Oh.
That gotta be fucking weird. Your brother's like a fucking real creep, and then he's like, By subscription.
And the thing is,
Oh.
and you also need to be ready, for example, because like when you're sending pictures with your face, obviously, like one day you can just go in the street
Randomly
and some
send
like guys just trying to recognize you, like, hey girl, like, I saw you somewhere.
Oh, you're Lily.
That's different in porn because in porn it's not that widely, like there's not that many.
Exactly.
But with content creators, millions of them now.
Yes.
Because
So
like your
it's-
face is
it's
your brand.
any
That's
day
why it's really.
Joe, you can walk by and you're like, haven't I seen you somewhere?
So yeah, for example, like as I'm telling you guys, like when you're stepping this, you need to be ready for everything which might happen to
You're
you.
exposed.
Like when you're thinking, for example, like what my family gonna think about it, what my friends gonna think about it, and then
My
like.
job.
So the thing is, it's for people who doesn't care. I mean, like
Should be.
exactly, but when you're caring like about other people's thoughts, so like it's not definitely a platform for you
I'm guessing
because
you
it's gonna be
still-
always scary.
You can still do like masks and shit, so you don't have to
You
show
can you
everything.
can do whatever you want, but like I mean, like when you're stepping into this with the fear of
Yeah,
being
yeah.
judged,
You know what
it's
I
not
find-
never gonna work out
You
for
know
you.
what I find funny? When they pixelate the face and you can still basically see who it is.
Yeah.
If you know that person, you would be like, I know
Okay,
that.
I know.
I know that motherfucker.
It's from my school, huh?
Yeah,
like now
precisely,
we are
but-
meeting again.
But if you only showed this, it would only be the people that actually played with it that actually knows that, she's there now. Because if you cover the face completely, you can't see it. But I'm guessing, you need to not be scared of being seen.
So yeah, like it's for crazy people. I'm telling you, for who are ready for this.
But it is weird that people have this sense of ownership just because you're spending, even if you're spending 5,000 euros a month, that doesn't give you right to own anything. Even if you have a girlfriend, I don't think like in any ways. I think if you enter in a relationship, you're hers and he like the other way. That's what it is. Yes, but when you're an online thing, no. Like that's a creepy.
Maybe that's
But people
for
do
you.
it. There's a
Like,
lot of
we
crazy
have a lot of
stalker
men
fucking
here.
freaks. Like it's crazy.
Yes.
I don't know what drives people to go that far where you're like, I need it. I must. It's like Gollum. Like literally, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
My precious.
My precious.
I must have it. It's like I don't understand what goes into it, and I would say in most cases it's dudes, like the baby reindeer. Okay, that's the girl, but that's very uncommon.
Yeah.
That girls go that fucked up. They do, but
It happened
not
to me
that
twice.
often.
It happened to me twice.
It's like
so-
the difference between what's the risk of you getting into an accident with a bus and a fucking airplane? A bus is more likely to do it than an
Do you know
airplane.
that probably my two stalkers will watch these videos?
Oh wow.
I hope so.
Maybe they're gonna learn
I
a
need
lesson.
we need viewership. So watch again. Comment on Gerardo. We will listen. Don't dislike though. Then I'll find you. I'll find you.
Yeah, like honestly, guys, like follow us, please. And there's gonna be like more interesting topics. So yeah, we would
More
like to.
interesting. Ooh.
Of course,
Oh,
not
like
as
pressure, bro.
yeah,
you
we
gotta
need to
be
get
more interesting
spicy
than-
sometimes, huh?
I thought this was spicy. I don't know. OnlyFans and the similar projects. I've seen that most people in that spectrum from the business side, the only thing they come with is we'll just pay the content creators more. That's not enough. Because the brand that OnlyFans has
Yes.
is so much more than just...
OnlyFans can just tomorrow say, hey, instead of paying 80%, we're going to start paying
They can fuck the business.
60, and everybody will stay in OnlyFans because of the traffic.
Exactly.
But it's not only that.
It's the brand.
Platform, the brand.
Yes.
Plus, like it has the better reach also because they've been around so long. They're so big. They have companies in different ways and
They
locations.
even have-
So the approval rate should be pretty.
They even have payment licenses in some countries.
Oh wow.
Didn't know that.
Like they're
Yes.
going bigger and bigger.
No, but that's what I mean. Like that you cannot get with the small ones or the new ones. So beating them only on price is not gonna cut
No.
it for because it's not possible. So you have to figure out how you can beat them.
Niche.
Yes, like the location, like
Yes.
what is it, India and Asia.
Yeah.
They're not good at paying out.
They are
there
not good in Asia.
precisely, and then functionality. If you can beat them at functionality, you can beat them as well. But I think there's so many. There probably is a million different ways you can beat them, but it's hard when you think about it because they're so big. Like they reach the top, and from what I heard, the third or fourth is also owned by them. Fancy. or
Strike
something.
first, strike hard,
Not Fancy,
and
it
no
was
mercy.
called Fansly.
Cobra
Fansly.
Kai.
Fansly.
Fansly
Oh.
should also be owned by them, as far as I've heard.
Yeah.
So they have, from what I understood, they have 2 in the top 5 of the world
Oh wow.
in regards to volume,
Here we go.
traffic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but why would you change something that works, right? Build a competitor for yourself. Maybe pay out a little more.
So you personally know people that is in OnlyFans,
Yes, I do.
and how
Do you have an
is
account?
how is
I'm
their
gonna send you later.
Pay
how
link.
how are they doing? How are they doing economically?
So like it depends. Like for some of the girls, you know, like they're just
Some. How many do you know?
Some.
Oh my god.
I have a lot of friends, you know, like around the world. So for those who are just starting only with OnlyFans and they are
It's a
not actually
community.
bloggers or something, they can earn, you know, like 100 per day. It can be like 800.
That's nice.
per
That's
week.
3K a month.
So yeah, it depends. But like it's not
And
it's
that's
not on
what-
every day. It
Do they have a
depen-
job then? Or
So the thing is, yes, they do
Okay.
have a job, but then meanwhile they're trying to have like some content, you know, like on a weekend
3K
and whatever.
plus a job.
But there's like some like influencers, like for example, they were like famous in Ukraine, so they were just, you know, like just posting some videos, content, and then they jumped into OnlyFans, and right now they are having a lot of contracts because of OnlyFans. It's not only
Of course,
like
the exposure is good.
exactly like it's not.
But
like
just imagine how they found out about them. No, but I mean, like,
First,
there's a difference
first
between.
impression. First impression.
No, it's like if you go to Instagram and TikTok, you just see a video or an image. But on OnlyFans, you have to pay to find them.
No, yeah, that's true.
You have to be a little creepy to find them first.
Well, you can see them without paying.
Can you?
Yes,
I've seen some,
Some
things, but you can't see a
content,
lot.
some content,
But if
but
you want to get a,
I'm
if
not
you want to get in
gonna-
content with them,
I'm not gonna dig in too deep
No,
because
creepy, yeah.
I don't want to
No,
get
but-
banned in Twitch.
no. But the thing is also, you have to find them still. So you
Yeah.
have to message them. That means that inside of OnlyFans, you have to pay to write them. I'm guessing. I don't think that shit is free. I think
No, I
everything
don't
is
think so.
paid.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
those,
paid.
those
In regard
things
with
are
that.
paid.
So
sure.
you have to be a little creepy
I guess.
to get them sponsorships and whatnot. Well, if it's for fucking new lube or sex shop, I guess they're already there, looking for potentials.
Well, this topic this is not the only time we're gonna cover it, because we also have the people that was watching in our live stream at Twitch. They noticed that we have a lot of topics to cover,
Oh,
and this topic is included in the future. So if you have any question about it, if you wanna write a comment, I would like to hear your opinions, to read your opinions about the OnlyFans. Will you do it or not? Why? It's very important, the why.
yeah, that would be
And
nice. Like,
if you
a
have
small
questions
survey.
for
why would
Lily,
you do it, and not just say money? Like that
Yeah.
can't be the only thing you,
You
want
know
to do
what?
it for.
Like we can do, like for example, like if we're gonna see like your comments, guys, and then like we can just like choose like, you know, something interesting, and then we can just read them and just discuss them. That's gonna be nice.
yeah, that's
Just to
true.
hear, you know, like some like, you know, like opinions from the people, because you know, like
The people.
that's exactly what we needed. Like we want to hear you
Jerry,
guys.
the
So just
people.
give us a good feedback, please.
Yes, if you wanna see Lily again in here, also
You need
write
to
it.
comment.
Yeah,
We're
you
not
need to
letting her
comment.
back otherwise.
No, she speaks too much.
And she always pronounces ze.
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 The other, she have no sense of humor.
Ah, yeah.
Exactly. Like
That one
if you
is
want to
dry.
see this combination of greatest features again, just
Oh my god.
Greatest, greatest
the-
feature of STH.
We're gonna stop this subject for now. We're gonna take a very, very small break. So those that are watching live in Twitch, wait 5 minutes. Then we will start with a new subject. Again, this is not the end of this subject. We will cover it in future episodes.
Dude, I don't.
Again with Lily, only if you comment.
Yeah, only if you comment, or else Lily's
please
not
comment,
welcome.
guys.
Yeah.
I be on job and I put it on God, they ain't nobody stopping me. Do the thing and it gets done properly. Known for my honesty, not so much for my modesty. What's my policy? No remorse or apology. I am.